Everybody, welcome back to the Happiest Mouse Podcast. This is Shane. I'm here with my wife, Kiosha. Hey, love.
Hi.
How you doing today?
Good. How about yourself?
Doing great. So I know in our introduction episode, we talked about that we would be discussing our first trip to Walt Disney World, and we still will be doing that, but we wanted to go ahead and kind of get this bonus episode out first because the 2022 Lunar New Year Festival over at Disney's California Adventure just started yesterday on January 21st. And so we do plan on going to this festival. Well, we'll be in Disney California Adventure and Disneyland in 2 weeks, actually. And so we're going to be participating and, partaking, of some of the foods that they're going to have at this festival. And so we thought we'd go over the different booths that would be at this festival, kind of take a look at their menu, and see what we might be looking forward to eating and getting there. And just kind of going over that with you guys, kind of discussing that together and sharing that information with you.
Yes, so I'm actually very excited about this festival. We love Asian food. So we've actually watched a lot of YouTube videos about it from previous years. And a lot of the foods that we've seen before are coming back, so we're pretty excited.
Yeah, that's a great point. We have watched other people's YouTube videos. I think this might be the third or fourth year of this festival. I don't know exactly. It's at least the third, possibly the fourth. I know they had it last year, and then so that would have been 2021, and then 2022. I believe they had it right before they shut down the parks, because we had just missed it because we were there. Valentine's Day weekend, I think, in 2020, and right after that is when the world shut down. But I'm not sure if they had it in 2019. But either way, we will be there for this. And so we're just going to take a look at the 2022 Lunar New Year Festival food booths, really. And it looks like there's about 4. I think that's about how many there were at least last year. And I think it's the same 4, if I'm remembering correctly. So we have the Longevity Noodle Company. We have the Lucky 8 Lantern, the Prosperity Bow and Buns, and the Red Dragon Spice Traders.
And it's real interesting. So if you choose to, you can actually go and buy what's called a Sip and Savor Pass. And it's $43. And you get 6 coupons, which you can then go and redeem for food or beverages. Now, when you do buy one of these passes, it's really important to note that these are not the full entree sizes. They are going to give you the tasting size portion, so it's going to be a little bit less food. But if you're trying to eat all the food, it's probably a good option so you don't get too stuffed. And if you are a Magic Key holder or an annual pass holder, you can actually get a special lantern with the Sip and Savor Pass as well.
Yeah, and I think if you are a Magic Key holder, which we're not, but if you are, you also get a discount on that. So I think the price for that is $43. And then with the discount, you can get it for about $40. Now, like you said, it's a what'd you say? It's like a snack portion, or it's a tasting size portion, really. And you also can't use those coupons for alcoholic beverages, which is okay. As we're looking over this menu and kind of seeing what we're going to choose, that'll kind of help us decide if we will purchase one of these Sip and Savor passes. But you brought up a great point there about how that if you are wanting to try a bunch of different types of foods, maybe getting that snack or that tasting size portion is really the best option.
I don't know if it's going to be the best option for us because we are going to be getting all things and splitting them. So I'm not sure how that's going to work, splitting a tasting size portion, but we will definitely let you know what we decide. And definitely when we do go on our trip, we will be posting pictures on our Instagram page. So don't forget to follow us there at the Happiest Mouse on Instagram.
Yeah, definitely. And you bring up a great point. Maybe what we can do is before we buy the Sip and Savor Pass, we can purchase just a regular size, I guess, the regular portion off the menu, and just kind of see how big that is, and versus one of the tasting size ones, and go from there. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the menu. Oh, and I guess I should say this food festival did just start yesterday, like I said, on January 21st, and it runs until, is it February 13th? Let's see here.
Yeah. It is February 13th. So if any of you in California want to go to Disneyland and try this, definitely do it before February 13th.
Yeah, and just to clarify, it is at California Adventure. So make sure that you have a park reservation for California Adventure. Mm-hmm. if you want to experience this. Let's go ahead and take a look at the menu. So we'll kind of go over the different offerings they have here, and we'll kind of just talk about what sounds good to us. So the first one we're going to go look at here is the food that they have at Red Dragon Spice Traders. So it looks like they have about 3 different food options. And let's just start with the cheapest. So the first one that's mentioned here is Mickey Purple Sweet Potato. Is it Macaron? I think it's how you pronounce it. So it sounds like it's a like a treat. It's a sweet treat, right? Because it's a red macaron filled with purple sweet potato buttercream. That sounds interesting. With cream. Oh, I can't say that word. How do you say that? Creme fraiche center. I don't know.
I believe it's creme fraiche.
Okay.
Is how I think we say it in English. But I'm sure anybody who's listening who speaks French can correct us. But I think it's creme fraiche.
Yeah. And it's not spelled fresh. So, as you'll learn, some of these words I don't always pronounce correctly. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be tasty. I don't have to say it right. I just have to be able to eat it. And that I can do. This is $6.50. So I guess before we go any further, just to kind of do a quick math. So if there's 6 different coupons in that Sip and Savor Pass and it costs $43, that's about what, $7.17, I think, is what that comes out to be average, right? So if you're going to redeem one of those coupons, just try to make sure you're buying something that's at least more than $7.17. But again, we're going to have to take a look and see, is it worth it? Because if it's a snack or a tasting size portion, how much smaller is it from a regular portion? So even though a regular portion might be $7.50 or $8, maybe that portion is smaller. So in turn, the math doesn't work out. So you kind of just have to see what you want. And again, like Kiosha said, make sure you're following us on Instagram at The Happiest Mouse, because we will be posting about the different foods there. We might try to go live if we can, but we're definitely going to record our takes on it and share those with you when we get back. So what do you think about this sweet macaron? Is that something you think you'd want to try?
I definitely want to try this. I'm not a huge fan of macarons because usually they're just not sweet enough for me. But the pictures that I've seen of this from previous years, it just looks so pretty and delicious, and it's my favorite color. So I think we should try it.
Now, is this the picture that they're showing on the main website here at Disneyland.com? Is that the one? Probably, right? Because it looks like it has that purple filling. Mm-hmm. So that looks pretty good. So we'll put a picture of this up on our Instagram as well, if you want to go take a look.
Yeah, so it's basically a Mickey. It's like a Mickey head with a little gold streak in it, and then it has a purple filling. Yeah. And if you go to your Disneyland page and you click on anything that's the Lunar New Year, you'll see that picture. But we will, of course, also post it on our Instagram. Oh,
it's in the app too? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. The Disney Experience app? Okay, nice. Yeah, so this sounds interesting. I just don't, in my head, I can't really picture or, I guess, figure out in my head what a purple sweet potato buttercream is going to taste like.
So, it's a very popular Asian dish in the sense of the purple sweet potatoes. They make, sometimes they call not sweet potatoes, but yams. I don't really know the difference, but in other Asian, like supermarkets and things, I've seen purple yam cookies. So I think it's a very Asian-inspired dessert. I think it's going to taste delicious because I've had the purple sweet potato cookies, and those are really good. So I think it's going to taste good. I think it's going to be different than what we're used to, which is also kind of exciting. Yeah. So I'm very excited to try it. And if you don't like it, I'll just eat it.
And so, so it looks like we're going to be trying that one. The next food item they have here at the Red Dragon Spice Traders is the Impossible Lion's Head Meatballs for $7.50. It says it's a mini plant-based pork meatballs served with cabbage and a Shaoxing wine reduction. That sauce sounds really interesting. So it's plant-based, which means there's no meat, right? It's Impossible?
Yeah, so the Impossible brand, I guess, is basically, I don't know if this is exactly correct, but I think that's basically your vegan meat. So, and Disneyland, on a lot of the things that I've seen, has a lot of Impossible options for, especially, I think that would be good for vegans. So this is not something that I'm very interested in. I would like to just see it, but really this doesn't really interest me. Maybe I can just get the wine reduction. I don't know.
To me, I'm on the same page with you as this on this one, that it's not really something I have to try. Now, maybe once we get there and I see it, maybe I'll change my mind on it and be like, okay, I want to try that. But the next thing that they have here on the list, the spicy 3-cup chicken, it says it's served on a bed of jasmine rice, $8. So it sounds just very, very simple, but it's spicy. And so I pretty much will try anything spicy. So I think I will try this. And now, again, this is just based off of the first booth that we're reviewing. So maybe by the time I look at the other offerings, I might realize, you know what, that's going to be kicked off the list there. So those are the 3 food items they have at the Dragon Spice Traders. What do you think about that spicy 3-cup chicken? Like I said, it sounds very simple.
It sounds very simple, but it sounds very tasty. Usually the simpler dishes are usually very delicious. So, I mean, you can't really go wrong with jasmine rice.
That's true.
Something else, definitely the things that I want to get from Red Dragon are the 3-cup chicken, the spicy 3-cup chicken, and then that sweet potato macaron.
Yeah, for sure. And then, do you want to go over the beverage offerings here, or you want to just focus on the food, you think?
So the beverage offerings at this particular place, they don't really have much. They have a beer, and then a lotus flower glow cube. And when I was looking at the menus of the different restaurants, I think the lotus flower glow cube drink you can get at almost any of the booths. So,
okay.
But some of the other booths that we'll talk about, they do have specific alcoholic beverages for the festival.
I see. Oh yeah, you're right. I'm doing a quick scan, and yeah, that lotus flower glow cube appears to be at every booth. Okay. All right. And then,
which we will be getting for the gram, just for the gram, because I want the picture.
Now, I haven't done much, or looked for any videos yet or any reviews on this year's, but I have been seeing people post a picture of a certain drink that they're saying isn't good. Is it this one? Have you seen that?
I haven't seen it, so I'm not sure, but we'll just have to try it and make our own. Yeah. Make our own decision, I guess. That's
true. Yeah. So don't hold us to that. That may not be true. I've been seeing this picture going around on Instagram. It's like a drink, and people are saying it's not worth it. So maybe it's this one, maybe it's not. But yeah, we'll reserve judgment until we get to try it. All right. So let's take a look at the next booth, and I think this is probably going to be my least favorite booth. If I remember correctly, on past videos from previous years, I think I watched this one and I wasn't too impressed with the offerings here. But this is Prosperity Bow and Buns, and they really only have 2 food options. They have a Mickey Chinese hot dog bun, which is $7, and so it says it's a brioche style Mickey shaped bun stuffed with hot dogs and finished with sesame seeds and scallions. I mean, based on looking at previous videos, I think it's just like a pretzel, really Mickey shaped pretzel with hot dogs in the middle.
Yeah, that's kind of what I saw. I don't really think we'll be getting this one. I'm not really a huge fan of hot dogs. I'm also not really a fan of pretzels. It's not that exciting to me. It's a cute picture, but there's so many other things that seem better for $7, in my opinion.
Yeah, this doesn't really seem Chinese inspired. This just more seems like they put this on there for people who don't really want, Asian food. Because there are some people who can eat Asian food, right? Because of the MSG or for whatever reason, or maybe they just don't like it. So this almost seems like it's just an option for maybe someone's kid or someone who doesn't really have an interest in the Asian delicacies that they're offering here. The other food option at Prosperity Bear and Bun is called a Char Siu. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Char Siu barbecue pork bao. And so this is pickled red onions and jalapeno. And again, that's for $8. So this one, it might be something I try. I believe there's one coming up, though, that I am totally looking forward to. And if it tastes as good as it looks, I might have to get 2. So maybe that's when I can get the snack size on and the full size and compare the 2. But we'll see. But yeah, I mean, a pork bao bun, those are always a treat. Those are always a fan favorite. So this might be something that we get as well. Well, what do you think? I guess before I move on, what do you think about that?
I definitely want to try it. I'm not a huge fan of pickled onions, but I do really like pork buns. So definitely something I want to try.
And so this booth, Prosperity Bow and Bun, easy for me to say, huh? Prosperity Bow and Bun. They do have, it looks like, 3 different alcoholic beverages that might be worth trying. Now, we may not be able to try all of them, but they have a Panda Pool Party Bamboo Lager for $13. So that sounds interesting. But these next 2, to me, are probably going to be the ones that I'm most interested in trying. So the first one is the Lychee Celebration. So it has gin, Prosecco, lychee puree, lychee syrup, grapefruit juice, and yuja. Yuja? I don't know what yuja is, but I know what lychee is. And if you've ever had lychee, it does have a very distinct flavor, but it is very sweet and it's very good. So this might be something I'm going to try. It's $14. And they have something called a Prosperous Tiger. So this has vodka, Coco Lopez, Angostura bitters, triple sec, mandarin puree, and vanilla bean paste. That also sounds pretty interesting. That's $15. What do you think about these offerings?
So I really am interested in the Prosperous Tiger. I'm not a fan of lychee, so I don't think it would be worth it for me to get one of those lychee drinks. But the tiger drink really sounds good. The only thing that's kind of throwing me off is the vanilla bean paste. But I like vanilla, so it's probably going to be good. It's just my brain has to think about that. I guess I should say not think about it and just kind of forget it's there because it just seems a little weird. But it sounds good.
So I don't know if this is what it's going to taste like because of the bitters. But in my head, I'm thinking of a mandarin puree, which is, kind of a citrus, kind of like an orange, right, with a vanilla bean paste. It almost is giving me vibes of like a 50-50 bar or like a... like the orange, like a creamsicle. Okay. Right? So I don't know if that's the flavor it's going to have, but that's kind of what I'm imagining in my head. But so I think we should get both of these. And then, we can try each of them. Most likely I'll end up drinking the lychee one, which I'm sure I'll be fine with, but we'll see. But yeah, those 2 so far. So it sounds like we know where we're getting our drinks. We're going to get a couple options at the Red Dragon Spice Trader. So we have food and it looks like we have our dessert. For regular beverages at the Prosperity Bow and Bun, same thing. Just water and that lotus flower glow cube. All right. So our next food booth is going to be the Lucky 8 Lantern. And so this is the booth that I'm most excited about for the food because they have a shrimp fried rice with garlic bacon edamame for $8. And as you'll probably learn at some point, but we'll tell you now, Kiosha, unfortunately, is allergic to shellfish. So she cannot eat shrimp, crabs, lobster, any of that stuff. So if we get that, that's just going to be for me. But the other thing that I'm so excited to try, this is like, when I saw reviews of this last year, I just couldn't wait to try this. It's the beef bulgogi short rib. And on rice with green onion salad. So this right here is something that I just cannot wait to try, and hopefully it lives up to my hype that I've already raised it up to. Like I've hyped this up so much in my head that hopefully it doesn't disappoint me.
So I'm also really looking forward to this short rib dish. It just sounds so delicious. So this is one of those ones that we might have to get to. We might not be able to share this one. But we'll definitely keep you updated and let you know what we think.
And then the alcoholic beverages for the Lucky 8 Lantern. So we have a soju peach yuja aid. So that has soju, peach syrup, yuja, dragon fruit, lemon, and butterfly pea flower tea. That sounds interesting. Now, I don't know what yuja is. And maybe I'm saying that wrong. I probably am. It's Y-U-J-A. I've never heard of this. I'm guessing it's a fruit.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I've never heard of it either. But this drink does sound interesting to me. The interesting part is the butterfly pea flower tea. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but it sounds really interesting. So we might want to get this one too. I'm not sure. That seems like a lot of alcohol for us, but we'll see.
Yeah, that's true. We may not be able to get 3 drinks. But just real quick, I looked it up. Oh no, that's something different. So I found a yuja. Yeah, it's a fruit. So I may be saying the word wrong, but it basically appears to be a citrus type of fruit. It says it's a hybrid citrus fruit. So it's also known as a citrus junos. Okay. So yeah, it's just a citrus type of fruit. So that does sound pretty good actually. But yeah, they do have it without alcoholic beverage. That might be the way to try it, just so we can have that flavor, right? Because look it's the same thing, right? It has the peach syrup, yuja, dragon fruit, lemon, and butter. Yeah, so we might do it without the alcohol just so we can taste that flavor. Let's see. So now we have one last booth here. This one's the Longevity Noodle Company. And I'll let you talk about this one since I've talked about all the other three.
So I'm actually really excited for this one. I'm really excited for the two noodle options that they have. So they have a garlic noodles, which is long noodles tossed in a zesty garlic butter and Parmesan cream, which just sounds so delicious. And then they have a spicy pork don don noodles, which are pan-fried noodles with ground pork and a spicy chili blend sauce. So I really think that I'm probably going to like both of these, but I'm not sure about the spice on the spicy pork noodles, but I'm going to try it anyway. What do you think, Shane?
Yeah, I definitely am looking forward to that. The spicy one, again, I like anything spicy. I'll probably lean more towards trying that one. So it looks like we might have to get both of these. But yeah, this sounds great. So I think with my noodles, with my beef bulgogi, my alcoholic beverage there, what was it? The lychee. I think I'm going to be all set.
And also at Longevity Noodle Company, they have something that's going to probably be close to my heart. It's a salted pistachio cold brew. And you'll come to find that I love coffee. So any of the coffees that I can try, I'm going to try. So this is a Joffrey's Coffee and Tea Company fresh bistro blend coffee with orange blossom honey syrup, oat milk, and salted pistachio foam. So I'm getting this. I don't know if it's going to be good or not, but I'm going to take one for the team because it sounds delicious.
That does sound really good. We might have to start our day at this booth.
Yeah.
So we can get the coffee and some noodles. Mm-hmm. All right. So just to do quick math here. So we have, 3 things we want to try here at the Longevity Noodle Company. Mm-hmm. So we have the coffee. We have both noodle options. The Lucky 8 Lantern. We have at least the beef bulgogi. Mm-hmm. Maybe the shrimp fried rice. That's something I could probably take it or leave it. Mm-hmm. But I'll probably try both. And then we were going to get the peach. Usually, that's 3. So that's mm-hmm. 6 right there already.
Mm-hmm. So we might be able to get the Sip and Savor Pass and just use that for the ones that we're not that excited about. And then get the full version for the things that we think we'll like.
Yeah.
So that's good. And also, besides food at this Lunar New Year Festival, there are some other activities besides the food. They will have a processional or like a parade with Mulan. They have little other character meet and greets. Now, I'm not sure about how close you can get to the characters because of COVID, but I think it still will be some fun activities to maybe go take pictures with Mickey and Minnie in their Asian-inspired outfits. They also, I believe they have the 3 pigs, I think is what they're called. I'm not sure if that's the right one. And I also saw that you can take a picture with Mulan. So we're very excited to, this will be the first time we're going to one of these festivals. So we're pretty excited.
Yeah, it's our very first festival. I don't think you watched this movie, but I watched it on one of our flights. Actually, I think it was on the flight to Walt Disney World. Raya and the Last Dragon.
Oh yeah, I haven't watched that yet, but definitely something I need to check out.
Yeah, so I think she's at the festival this year.
Okay.
It's her first appearance in any of the Disney parks, as far as I understand, at least in the U.S.
Okay.
So I think she's there for pictures as well. And just kind of a quick thing, I was just reading over other places where you can use the Sip and Savor Pass. In addition to the 4 marketplace kiosks, the booths that we mentioned, right? The Longevity Noodle Company, the Lucky 8 Lantern, the Prosperity Bow and Bun, and the Red Dragon Spice Traders. It looks like you can also use it at the Cappuccino Cart, the Festival Cart, the Lucky Fortune Cookery, the Paradise Garden Grill, and the Paradise Gardens Food and Beverage Cart. So I didn't see any menus for these options, but it looks like, let's see here. Yeah, so anyways, it looks like there's an opportunity to use it at other places. Oh, I was able to find it here, but I'm guessing it's going to be on certain portions only. So I'm just quickly pulling up the Lucky Fortune Cookery menu. It looks like they have some seasonal offerings. So they have this is where they have the Mulan Sipper you were talking about. Yeah, so Kyosha was showing me this Mulan Sipper she wants to get, so we'll definitely get that. And it looks like it's just a regular sipper, comes with your choice of beverage. And so we'll put that up on our Instagram page as well once we get that. So it looked really nice. That's $18.49. Obviously, it's more for a collectible. I kind of like that because you get a reasonably priced souvenir, in my opinion, and it's practical as well.
Although I never get the drink in the sipper because I'll never ever drink out of the sipper because it really just goes in my office to look pretty. And as you'll see in our Walt Disney World episode, I also got a sipper and I did not get a drink in it because then it'd be all sticky and gross. So, but I think that's probably going to be a collection that I'm starting, is getting these Disney sippers.
Yeah, I think Kyoshi's going for the sippers and I'm going for the popcorn buckets. Although I did not get the, what's that guy's name? The little Figment popcorn bucket.
Yes, we did not get the Figment popcorn bucket. Honestly, I don't understand the obsession with Figment because I am more of a Disneyland girl than a Disney World girl. But I know that Figment is kind of the mascot of Festival of the Arts, which someday I'm going to go to. But not this year. But someday I'm going to go to the Festival of the Arts, and maybe after that, maybe I'll understand the appeal and the hype. Yeah.
If you grew up going to Walt Disney World, I believe, obviously Figment was a big part of some people's childhoods, and people love Figment. Like Kyoshi said, we're not really a big Figment fan. We didn't grow up with him. We don't really know a lot about him. The popcorn bucket has kind of grown on me. It looks kind of cute. It seems to be a pretty decent size too. This is probably a story for another podcast, but another episode. But I don't think I would have waited in a 6 or 7 hour line for a popcorn bucket, especially being from an out of towner. Now I get people probably standing in line if you're a local and you get to go frequently. That's part of the appeal, part of the fun. But yeah, we'll probably talk about that more in another episode. But yeah, that's our take, and that's what we're looking forward to for our next trip to California. For Disneyland and Disney California Adventure. Again, we'll be there exactly 2 weeks from this weekend. So it is January 22nd currently. Again, this festival runs it just started yesterday, January 21st. It runs till February 13th. We look forward to being there in 2 weeks. So we'll have been there after maybe some of the hype has died down a little bit. Maybe it won't be as busy for the start of the festival. And we'll be able to enjoy some of our offerings here. So make sure you're following us on Instagram at the Happiest Mouse. That way you can catch all of our postings while we're in the parks and follow us along on our fun journey there. And like I said, we'll even try to go live and share some of our experiences there. But that's our episode for today. And until next time, stay happy, friends.